One unexpected call-out set social media into a frenzy. Tia Kemp, known for never holding her tongue, unleashed a jaw-dropping critique of Chrisean Rock's parenting that instantly divided the internet. Comments flew, rumors swirled, and within hours, hashtags were trending as people picked sides. Suddenly, every detail of Chrisean's life as a young mom was under the microscope, with fans, critics, and everyone in between desperate to know the real story behind the chaos. But this wasn't just another online spat. Beneath the wild headlines were deeper questions about who gets to judge and what really sparked this explosive confrontation. And what happened next would send shockwaves through both the hip-hop world and beyond. Tia Kemp isn't a stranger to controversy. Her name alone is enough to stir up drama in hip-hop circles. She's built a reputation for putting people on blast, never shying away from messy situations, and always having receipts. From her public clashes with rap heavyweights to her no-filter rants online, Tia's words have real impact. People listen, even if they don't always agree. Her history is packed with feuds, secret revelations, and a knack for calling out what others are afraid to say. So when Tia zeroed in on Chrisean, it wasn't just gossip. It was a warning shot from someone who's seen the dark side of fame firsthand. But that wasn't the whole story, because Chrisean's own troubles had been brewing long before Tia stepped into the spotlight. Chrisean Rock's journey into motherhood was already making headlines, but nothing prepared fans for the string of chaotic incidents that came next. Videos captured wild moments, from public outbursts to heated arguments and late-night parties with her newborn in tow. People started asking tough questions. Was she juggling too much? Was Chrisean out of her depth? Every misstep seemed to light up social media, with critics quick to highlight anything that looked like neglect or risky behavior. Even before Tia Kemp entered the picture, whispers about Chrisean's parenting had been simmering online, fueling rumors that her son's safety might be at risk. But that wasn't all. Soon, accusations would go from whispers to a full-blown storm, and the internet was about to see just how serious things could get. Then Tia Kemp dropped her bombshell. She called out Chrisean for what she described as reckless and chaotic parenting, accusing her of putting her son in dangerous situations and acting like rules didn't apply. Tia painted a picture of neglect, claiming Chrisean left her baby unsupervised, brought him around unstable environments, and stirred up drama that no child should ever be caught in. Screenshots and rumors spread, adding fuel to the fire. Was Chrisean really letting strangers handle her son at wild parties? Did she ignore warning signs when her baby got sick? With every accusation, the story grew darker. Tia didn't just criticize, she demanded answers, pushing for someone to step in before things got worse. The internet erupted, racing to piece together what was really happening behind closed doors. And as whispers turned into full-blown reports of Child Protective Services getting involved, the pressure mounted like never before. But this wasn't just about gossip anymore. The next chapter would drag real authorities and the entire internet into a battle over a child's safety. Suddenly, rumors exploded that Child Protective Services had been called on Chrisean, supposedly after a string of disturbing videos and frantic tweets set the internet on fire. Screenshots began circulating, claiming anonymous tips were sent to authorities, all while hashtags like Save Chrisean's Son trended late into the night. Some fans insisted the whole thing was a setup, while others swore CPS was already knocking at Chrisean's door. The frenzy only grew when Chrisean herself fired back online, denying everything and calling her critics weird for believing the worst. Meanwhile, Tia Kemp doubled down, saying she'd do whatever it took to protect the baby, whether or not Chrisean liked it. As the drama hit new heights, no one could say for sure what the real story was, only that the stakes had never been higher. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any messier, the internet picked sides, fueling a war of words that would drag in celebrities, influencers, and even people who usually stay silent. The backlash was instant and intense. Fans clashed in the comments, with some defending Chrisean and claiming she was just a young mom trying to find her way, while others demanded accountability and urged CPS to intervene. Influencers and even a few celebrities jumped into the fray, taking sides and stoking the fire with their own hot takes. Suddenly, the drama spilled way beyond Twitter and Instagram, showing just how divided people can get when a celebrity's parenting is put on blast. Some people argued Tia Kemp was out of line and just chasing clout, but others saw her as a whistleblower, exposing what everyone else was too afraid to say. The internet couldn't agree on who was really in the wrong. Was it Tia for airing dirty laundry, or Chrisean for her reckless choices? And as hashtags kept trending and reaction videos piled up, one thing became clear. This wasn't just about messy rumors anymore. It was a full-on public reckoning, and the fallout would leave a mark on everyone involved. But with emotions running wild and social media in chaos, the biggest twist was still yet to come. Chrisean Rock didn't stay silent for long. She fired back, unleashing a series of defiant posts and live streams where she dismissed the rumors and blasted anyone questioning her parenting, including Tia Kemp. But her attempts to clear the air only made the drama more intense. Brands she'd been working with started to distance themselves, and a few of her closest friends even unfollowed her on social media. Meanwhile, every move Chrisean made with her son was picked apart by strangers, with new videos popping up daily, some showing tender moments, others just adding more fuel to the controversy. The stress took a visible toll, and fans worried about her mental state, especially after she admitted she was struggling to cope with the hate. Still, Chrisean refused to back down. She insisted her son was safe and loved, even as whispers grew about what was really happening behind closed doors. All eyes were on her, waiting to see if she'd finally break her silence with the truth, or if the whirlwind of accusations would end up costing her everything. But beneath the chaos, a bigger question was starting to rise, one that no one could ignore for long. When the dust started to settle, the real question no one wanted to ask sat heavy in the air. Does all this nonstop drama actually help anyone? Or is it just noise drowning out what really matters? While the internet dissected every messy detail, from Tia Kemp's fiery accusations to Chrisean's every move, few people talked about the bigger issue hiding in plain sight. Behind the headlines and hashtags is a world where child welfare often gets ignored, unless it's attached to a celebrity meltdown. Some argued that all the attention forced people to rethink what's okay and what isn't when it comes to parenting in the public eye. Others saw it as pure distraction, with real problems lost in the chaos of likes, shares, and viral outrage. No matter which side you're on, one thing is clear. Sometimes, the loudest scandals reveal just how easy it is to miss the real story. And with the internet already chasing its next controversy, the truth about what's best for Chrisean's son and kids like him might be the only thing still left in the shadows. But even after the internet moved on, whispers about what really went down refused to die. Screenshots kept popping up on random blogs, hinting at things neither Tia nor Chrisean ever addressed. Some insiders claimed there were details too messy to go public. Stories about calls from worried family members, secret investigations, and people close to Chrisean quietly stepping away. A few fans even speculated that the drama was just the tip of a much bigger iceberg, with hidden beefs and backdoor deals fueling the chaos. One rumor suggested a major platform offered hush money to keep the ugliest footage from leaking, while another claimed CPS visits happened more than once, with no one telling the full story. Through it all, both sides kept posting like nothing was wrong, but the gap between what was shared online and what happened behind the scenes only got wider. And as the next wave of controversy loomed, it was clear that the saga was far from over, because in a world obsessed with viral drama, the truth has a way of hiding where no one's looking. But just when everyone thought the drama had peaked, another layer started to unravel. Out of nowhere, fresh leaks began circulating, and supposedly from people in Chrisean's inner circle, hinting at even bigger secrets buried under the chaos. Whispers claimed a well-known artist tried to step in behind the scenes, only to get shut out for asking too many questions. There were even rumors that a close friend nearly OD'd at one of those infamous parties, sparking a silent panic that never made it to the blogs. Screenshots hinted at desperate late-night calls and frantic attempts to keep authorities out of the picture. All the while, fans kept digging, convinced there was a missing piece no one was brave enough to say out loud. The deeper people looked, the more tangled the story became, suggesting the public meltdown was just a glimpse of a much darker reality that nobody was ready to face. And as the headlines faded, one thing was clear: some scandals refuse to die quietly, especially when the biggest secrets are still out there, waiting to be uncovered.